Hey guys, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Divine Shade if you are new. So today we're going to be talking about Drake, his base character, which I believe in. And shout out to the people who were commenting this. This is not a really big person, but he is a Houston music group singer, okay, from the group H-Town, and he had died. His name's Dino, all right? And here is Tyler Lepley. I won't be going too far into Tyler Lepley. If you want to go that far into Tyler Lepley, just go watch Conscious X's video about that. Alright, so this is Drake's whole rundown. We don't really need to get too far into that. I do want to point out something. As a person that used to watch Drake on Degrassi, and then he randomly became this huge rapper, I'm still confused of the timeline. And yes, I can say that I used to be a fan of this celebrity. So even when I was a fan of this celebrity, I was so confused of the timeline of how they went from being a Canadian actor to this big worldwide rapper musician, okay? Alright, and then Kevin Connor, aka Dino, he's the lead singer of the group H-Town. Like I said, he was killed in a car accident. So I'm going to go through this whole thing with you guys and show you guys all the connections. So please watch this video all the way to the end, because I'm going to be diving into so many things with this video. Alright, so this is a group H-Town, obviously. So it's 3 people, of course, in that group, and they were a Houston originated group. All right, they were pretty big in Houston. Okay, so with this Tyler Lepley person, like I said, I'm not going to get too far into him, but he is an actor, of course, and that's very crazy because Drake used to be an actor. All right, so y'all get the connections. So if you want to see all of those connections, Conscious X has 2 videos. He has Tyler Lepley is Drake, and then he has a video about the Shade Room responding and doing damage control towards him. All right, so here's Tyler Lepley. So I'm gonna show you guys some pictures, and you can obviously see one thing about these 3 characters are these droopy eyes that they have. Their eyes droop down on the end, so it look like you're pulling them down, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll explain that a little bit better later into the video. So here's Tyler, and I guess it's probably his parents. All right, and here's Tyler again, and you can just see Drake in him, and you can see Dino in him too. All right, so this is Dino on the very far left, okay? And just really look at his eyes, the eye space, and that's everything we're going to base this around. I don't try to pull looks based off of what they look like now, because they are artificially aging these people. They're not aging like you and me. They're not changing like how me and you change over time, okay? So they're artificially doing that to these people. Drake looks the same from what he looks like when he was younger. It's just they're trying to make him overly masculine with the beard, making him buffer and fatter. And it's just all artificial, so it's fake. So it's not going to look as identical as we would look to our younger self, or you know what I'm trying to say. So that's Dino, all right? And these old school groups that try to pretend like they're underground, even some of y'all may not even be from Houston, whatever cities y'all are from, those little groups that you feel like are underground and low-key, they are infiltrated too. They're as fake as the big ones. They're involved too, okay? So right here, this is Dino, okay? That's Dino again. So, and in this picture, this is Dino right here, okay? And I forgot what this guy's name is in the middle. He's like an actor or something. It's crazy that they're with them. So one thing I want to point out right now is that he's wearing a Charlotte's jersey, which is a basketball team, if I'm not mistaken. And that's very telling, because Drake is so involved with basketball. He loves basketball so much, okay? So there's a lot of details with this. With this one, there's a lot of details. So here's Dino performing on stage, and he really looks like Tyler to me a lot too, and he looks like Drake. Here's younger Drake. Let's not forget what Drake looked like. Let's not be fooled by the fake little weight gain, the fake little buffness, and the fake beard, okay? This is what Drake looked like, and this is what he still looks like. If you look at his eyes and his face, he still looks like that, okay? And Dino, he's right here in the middle, and of course he has on a basketball shirt, another shirt. Of course he has on another shirt pertaining towards basketball. And here's just a collage of Dino. You can pause it and you can just look at all of this. Now, this not a lot of pictures of this person, especially since they're a young deaf faker, so it's not a lot of pictures of them. And they were also underground, so that explains why there's not a lot of pictures of this character. So here's Drake, and you still see that eye spacing. So that's a younger picture of him, and that's an older picture of him. They're just artificially aging these people. It's still the same. It's still the same. Okay, so that's Drake again. Right now, I just want you guys to look at the faces. And as you see Drake on the right and Drake on the left, he has those droopy downward eyes, you know? So you see how his eyes just go downwards, like they lean towards the ears. That's the best way to explain it. Okay? And you can see that on Dino, of course. His eyes lean towards his ears, these droopy downward eyes. Okay? And here's some more pictures. Okay. And a big connection. He was in a Houston music group, not like the rapper groups. He was in a music group, and the big connection is that Drake is a singer. He sings a lot, okay? So here's Drake, and that's Dino, Drake, okay? And this picture is weird to me. He still looks the same, all right? But you see how they, like, do these different little hairstyles and stuff? Like, they try to seem so real. I just think his hair looks so fake. Like, his hair looks so fake to me. But yeah, okay, so here's Tyler Lepley. I want to add his picture in here because he favors them so much. And something else that I want to add to this, so make sure you guys go check out my Trina video. So Trina is Miracle Watts, okay, and this is the girl that's with Drake right now. Not Drake, Tyler Lepley right now, as you see in this picture. And right here you have Drake and Trina together. So that's just a big connection that their newer characters are with each other. So crazy connection. So go check out my Trina video. I don't know if it's going to be out before this video or after this video, but no matter what, just go check that video out when it comes out. So right here, htown, a lot of their covers included the Wu-Tang symbol, okay? Alright, and a crazy connection with that is that Drake has a song called Wu-Tang Forever, alright? So, big connection. And it's not like it's just one album cover where they have that symbol on there. They have it on this one also, probably a few more, but those two were the main ones where they had that symbol on there. And as you see, this is Drake, and this is the one they got, the Drake with the beard, trying to look all like hyperly masculine. Still looks the same, and he's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. And here's Drake. This is around time with a song drop, and he has on the Wu-Tang thing. So he's really involved with that. Alright, so someone said, why does Drake mention Houston so much? So if you've heard a Drake song, 99.9% of his songs, he's paying homage to Houston. He's always shouting out Houston, Texas. Alright? And right here, so someone had asked him why he does this, and he said it's just a culture that doesn't exist anywhere else that exists here. And he sounds like someone that's from it, you know. He's really obsessed with it. And the major connection with that is that his base character origin is in Houston, Texas. That's the big puzzle right there. That's the big connector right there. So on his song TSU, he says Swisher House Baby. So a lot of you may not know what that is, but that is an underground Houston Southern rap label group. So they're independent, supposedly, in quotations. And he mentions all these places. He drops all these cities in Houston and Louisiana too, because Louisiana and Texas are kind of connected in a sense because it's both the South. So he's just he's like just very, very involved with Houston, Texas. All right. So this is a crazy connection. So when I was a kid, I used to listen to this song all the time, and I never understood why did he name it November 18th if the original song is called the June 27th freestyle, okay? So November 18th is an entire sample of the June 27th freestyle by DJ Screw and all the other Houston rappers, okay? And Drake sampled that beat and everything, and he sung over it and semi-rapped over it, okay? So the major connection with that is his main base character, Dino, all right? He is born November 18th. What the fuck? All right. So this is a crazy ass fucking connection. So this song, November 18th, which is a big song to Drake, he always talks about how this song is so big to him and what it meant to his life. And I'm going to get into that. This song where he is sampling a huge Houston song is named after the date of his last character birthday. Huge connection, right? So that song came out in 2009. 6 years later, of course. So Dino had died 2003, 2009. He makes a freaking song with his last character's birthday as the title of the song. So crazy. And the name of this album is So Far Gone. Like, his other character's so far gone. Like, he's gone. Like, new characters here, you know. So right here, this is why did Drake name his song November 18th? You would think he would name it, June 27th Freestyle Remix or da-da-da, anything like that, right? So it says right here, and I remember hearing the story in his little interviews and stuff, and he's so proud of the story, and he talked about it in one of his other songs about this, like, November 18th thing, and how big of a moment this was. So I highlighted it right here. So Prince's son, Jazz Prince, he immediately called Drake to invite him to fly to Houston. On November 18, 2008, the Toronto MC flew to the Texas city, Houston, and had his first meeting with Lil Wayne. All right. And this was the biggest moment in his career. And right here it says, the title refers to a milestone encounter in Drake's career. So it's all mockery. And with this Drake character, everything about him is scripted. And there's so much symbolism behind this character. And there's so much just little details that all connect with this character, all right? So right here, so this is Dino's thing right here. So he was born November 18th, all right? We just broke that down. And he died January 28th, all right, 2003, okay? 28, all right? 28, okay? Pay attention to that. Dino was 28 years old when he died, okay? And then the car accident occurred on a Tuesday. All right, so the car accident occurred on a Tuesday. Why did they have to point this day out? They just had to say the day. Like I said, there's so much scripting and everything going on. This happened on a Tuesday. Drake has a song called Tuesday, and it's about having the club going up on a Tuesday as if it's a fucking party. Usually people are not going to clubs on fucking Tuesday, so this was the most randomest song ever. It's an uncommon thing, and they made it so fucking cool. Very catchy song. So let's just recap from these connections. So Dino was 28 when he died, and the day that he died was January 28th, okay, on a Tuesday. And later his character goes and make a song called Tuesday with I Love McCona, who we will be exposing later, okay? The mockery with this is just disgusting. It's just disgusting. I don't know. It's just crazy. And this is supposed to be the supposed car wreck, the car, how it got damaged. So in 2007, Drake has a lot of weird album names, but his first album names are very weird, especially like this one, The Comeback Season in 2007. And me and Conscious X was talking about what was he coming back from. And I made a joke, like he was coming back from the dead, like he coming back from the dead. He's finna be big now. So now we have to talk about these tattoos, okay? I'm finna start enforcing talking about their tattoos in my videos because a lot of their tattoos are all symbolism and connects to their past characters and who they are. Not all of them, but most of them. You just have to see which ones connect. You can't just be saying, oh, he has a Rihanna tattoo, so he's Rihanna. No, that makes no sense. But certain tattoos symbolize certain things, okay? So he has a huge owl tattoo. On this website, they even put huge owl tattoo. Because who the fuck get owl tattoos that's fucking big, right? So he does it because it's October's very own and also the shit, you know. So owls, he has 3 owl tattoos, okay? So he has one on his back, that, and he has another one. But the whole point of this right here is that owls represents wisdom, knowledge, change, transformation. All right, that's the main thing I want to point out with that. And then it says they are tied to the spiritual symbolism of death, which brings about new beginnings with a higher understanding and evolved perspective. He faked his death as a low class, underground, low profile artist and became this huge artist worldwide. Isn't that fucking crazy that he gets a huge owl on him? And the symbol of OVO is an owl, okay? And another thing with the owl, across from the owl is Aaliyah. All right, and I talked about this in my Aaliyah video. Death fakers love owls, okay? And in her video, argue that she has an owl on her. And right here in this picture, your beloved sweetheart is doing one eye symbolism, literally. She's just doing the one eye. All of the symbolism, the owl symbolism dies right after this. All scripted, okay? So make sure you go check out my Aaliyah video. Very good video. It's so worth watching. All right, so here's Drake with Houston artist. He's with Slim Thug, okay, and of course they're doing hella symbolism. He's throwing up the 6, and then he's doing the horns or whatever the fuck they want to call that. So here's Drake doing symbolism again, and he's wearing a Houston football jersey. And then here we go, Drake, and he's wearing an Astros jersey, of course. And look at his hands. His hands are so feminine, like, it's crazy. And the connection with that is that he has a Houston Astros logo tatted on him. Who gets that? And crazy thing about that is that his base character is from Houston. Why would someone from Canada get a goddamn Houston tattoo? Like, I understand people from Houston getting a Houston tattoo, people from Cali getting a Cali tattoo, people from New York getting a New York tattoo, people from Africa getting an Africa tattoo. You know, people getting stuff that rep where they're from, I understand, okay. But you're from Canada, Toronto, and you're getting a Houston tattoo on you. It's crazy. So, right, that is just a crazy connection, personally, in my opinion, because it's like all these Houston involvements, just so much involvement. So another one that he has is the flower and the bee tattoo. If you guys have not seen my Beyonce video yet, bees are a form of masonry. This is one of the things that they use, the beehive, all that. And here you go, a picture of that. So of course he has the bee. And I'm not sure, but his name in gematria equals 33. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot to put that in here. So right here, he has a jack-o'-lantern tattoo, as you can see right there. Such a weird tattoo. Also, go check out my symbolism video. I talked about this Eye of Horus. I talked about that before. So go check out my symbolism video. So the jack-o'-lantern tattoo, okay, that, you know, it's an Irish myth they like to call, but it's what I call a lore, you know. And it comes from a thing called Stingy Jack, okay? And Stingy Jack, basically, he was a lore, you know. And this is kind of why he has October's very own, you know, because everything's revolving around fall with this character. And basically, this character, this mythical character, this lore, he invites the devil to have a drink with him. So I know there's probably more in-depthness with this, but that's the most simplest way to put this little lore. He invites the devil to have a drink with him, and that's most likely why he's resonated and being Irish, because Irish are known for drinking, okay? So here's Drake, of course, with the goddamn Irish flag, okay? It's like he's involved in every sort of thing in the world, in every state, every country, but he's so involved with Houston. so involved with Houston. And of course, in the background, there's a 6. Wow. And he calls himself the 6th God. Okay. Wow. So, I don't know if you guys ever seen this video, but Drake was giving like a tour of his home. These people are very fake. Like, a lot of them that were famous as a kid or people can account for as a kid on TV, they're very involved. Like, they're just fake. They're really fake. And there's a number of those celebrities that are like that. Like Lotto, fake. You can account for her as a kid on Rap Game. You know, all these people that were publicized as a kid, Britney Spears, Aaliyah, all of them that were accounted for as a kid, they're fake. They're the fakest ones. So here is him and Travis Scott, of course. Go check out my Travis Scott video if you have not. So right here, he has his father's mugshot. He have a lot of people tatted on him, like Rihanna, Lil Wayne, the Beatles, and they're kind of just like characters, you know. It seems like they're just characters, you know. And like, look at his mom. His mom looks so fucking weird. Like, his mom is the weirdest looking person in the world. And look at Drake's eyes, how they go downwards. It's always going to be there. Pink, white, and blue going on. Mom has pink shirt with the little blue thing. Fake little Drake has blue Batman. His dad's wearing white. All these colors going on. His dad is a character too. They are the weirdest looking 2 people in the world. They look so fucking fictional. His dad looks fictional, and his mom looks fictional as fuck. Okay, just like the fakest little family ever. This man has been looking the same for all these years. Just fictional. And Drake looks very fugazi right there. Just super fictional. And before I end this video, there's another tattoo that he has on him, which is like a flaming skull. Okay, and before I end this video, he does have another tattoo on him, which is this flaming skull. Okay, a lot of celebrities have that tattoo, and a flaming skull, so it means creation. A flame skull was created from the head of a human spellcaster shortly after he or she has died or had died. So he gets this because his last little spellcaster died. So now he's a new little spellcaster and he gets this one. So it's just a bunch of crazy connections. But guys, this is probably one of the most scripted things ever, and I feel really accomplished with finding Drake's base. We ain't got really far into like the sculptures and the statues yet with this character, but this is really far because there's a lot of damage control out there saying Drake is this person, he's that person, he's that person. But so far, Dion is a perfect matchup in my opinion, and so is Tyler Lepley as one of their newer characters. I think those are just perfect matchups. So Drake and Dino and Tyler Lepley, all these characters are the same. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate all of you. I hope you're all doing great in life.